What's going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer Podcast. It's your boy, B Mark, and today we're coming at you guys with another episode of PodChats. I'm here with my boy, my business partner, the midget in the room, my favorite fucking human on the planet besides myself, Cole DeSilva. What's up, dog?
What's up, Big G? How are you?
Like that intro?
Yes, I do.
I thought it was pretty good too. Anyways, let's give some fucking value. This is PodChats, and on PodChats, what we do is we deep dive into our clients. Cole and I do have a hard 1 p.m. you guys, so we ask that you ask your question, get to the point so that we can serve you guys and give you guys a value because we want to make sure that we get to everybody on this call. Without further ado, let's go into D. What's up, King?
What's up, y'all? So quick question. I really want to get into motivational speaking on the stage, like how you guys are doing right now. I've been thinking about reaching out to some high schools, kind of getting started with that. But I just kind of want to get some feedback on what would you think would be a good, I guess, place to really start, kind of get my foot into the door with something like that.
Yep. So I'll tell you how I started. I started exactly what you just said. Is I was in Calgary, Alberta, and I had some connections to my old high school that I used to go. I started there. That actually didn't work out for me. And then I figured out, like, who do I know that is a coach on a football team, or who do I know that's on a football team, or who are the contacts that I have that like could get me into the school? The chances of you speaking in front of the school are very, very small because there's like a lot of like bureaucrat shit that they have to go through. But the chances of you speaking in front of the classroom is like very, very high, or a football team. So I would start by reaching out to local high schools or your old high school or somebody that you know that's a teacher at a high school. And I would start there because you can get in those rooms fairly easily as long as you have a message to, like, as long as you have a powerful reason why. Like, you can't just be like, I want to motivate your clients, like your students. It's like, for me, it was like, I used to be a drug addict. So when I approached them, I was like, I did a lot of drugs and I was a fucking idiot when I was a kid. And I feel like if I came and spoke to these kids, I could prevent them from doing that. So I'd love to come speak, but I would start small and I'd start there. Cole, what do you think?
I think that you should start on your social media. And before we do anything else, I want you to answer the question, why?
It's just something that I saw for myself from a young age. And I know that we've been talking a lot about, getting to that next level for me, getting to that next phase, knowing my vision. And I just kind of want to step into that. Yeah. And motivating people all around, using my fitness journey, life journey, everything.
Cool. I like it. So yeah, first and foremost, I would just say start with your social media in the aspect of just do like one video a week, one video every 2 weeks, where you pour your heart and soul into it and fucking motivate individuals, tell your story, explain what your mission, your purpose, your direction, your word will be. I'm just going to keep it straight with you. Like getting into motivational speaking, I'll just do this. Motivational speaking is a hard fucking gig. Have you seen me on a stage yet in front of thousands of people? Nope. I've got the biggest fucking following in the entire academy. All right. But it comes down to like getting into that game is hard. So instead of me just focusing on stages and trying to figure all that shit out, I'm just going to speak on the biggest stage in the world, which is social media. And I'm going to make sure my name is known regardless of people putting me on a stage or not.
Okay. So should I not reach out to high schools then and just
No, do it if you want to. Again, both pieces of advice are contextual, but like don't not fucking start speaking on social media. You want to become a motivational speaker, then do it in every fucking aspect of your life. Feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because what's going to happen when you approach these schools, and everybody needs to understand this, any opportunity you want, period, speak on stage, do a podcast, you need receipts, right? If you show up and you're like, yo, I really want to fucking stand in front of these kids and inspire them and more, and they're like, well, who are you? And you don't have receipts, you don't have something to show them, the proof of concept, you're not going to get anywhere. Brian drove up to that school in a Lamborghini, right? It's like, it's fucking, the receipts fucking matter. People need to see who you are. What value can you provide? Where are you coming from? So if you're not doing it already, start doing it and then be able to also walk up and speak your word. Does that make sense, D?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Do I have time for one more question or because I know you guys
No, because I want to get to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. All right. I appreciate it though.
Appreciate you, Brett. What's up, Anthony?
Yo, I don't really have a question for you guys. I just want to say appreciate you guys a lot. Hit my reoccurring goal of over 5K at this point. Pretty much only sell 12 months or 6 months. I'm not a big PIF guy. So I just want to say appreciate you guys and appreciate Cole too. I've been getting like 20, 30K views on my content now. It used to be like less than 1,000. So just want to say thank you guys.
I love you.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy, bro. My fucking heart's full with that one. Good shit. I'm proud of you. Good fucking job because me and you have worked on that for a while. Good job, dude.
Homie showing up to content audits?
Dude, every fucking time, every single week. Guys, put it this way. This is the thing. The reason why we say show up consistently and like drop the ego, take advice. I've come at Anthony hot multiple times. He showed up multiple times and I'm like, no, don't like the way you're speaking, change your personality, alter this. But every week, showed up, asked a question, showed up, asked a question, implement. We went from like couple hundred views to fucking multiple thousands on fucking shitload of videos. Just like absolutely slaying it. And every single thing that I told you, Anthony, you implemented. That's the thing. No ego, just did it. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Starting to see some of that hate too. It's fine.
Hell yeah, bruh. Means you're doing it right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
You ain't got haters. You ain't popping, bruh. I like it. Good shit. What's up, Simone?
Hi, how are you?
We're having the best day of our entire fucking lives. How are you doing?
Best day ever.
I love that. How can we serve you?
So I'm coming with a win, but also that win comes with a question. So I booked my first little vacation since starting my business. So that's a big win for me. I just shared that with Sammy. I realized that when I did my 2023 vision board with you guys, I typed in Pinterest, like just some locations, and that picture is the exact same hotel that we're going to.
Did you do that on purpose or by accident?
No, by accident.
That's fucking funny as fuck. I love
That's cool.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's good. But with that also comes like, I'm feeling a little bit anxious. First of all, because I'm like, that money I could invest into my business, because I never have any issues spending money on my business or like anything that could bring me forward. But when it comes to me, I'm like, maybe not. And this is why for so long I didn't go on vacation. But now I'm doing it and it feels good. But at the same time, I'm on the one side, I could spend that money like doing something with content or something else. But then also, how do I utilize that time, or how do I turn my mind off during that time so I can actually take a little bit of vacation during that vacation?
How long is your trip? Where are you going?
It's not long and it's not far. It's 4 nights and it's 6 hours away.
4 nights, 6 hours away. Okay. And it's a 6-hour flight?
No, it's just we're driving. We have a dog. So.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the mindset that I have whenever I go on like a vacation, because, and you're going away for 4 days. So honestly, you can pre-do all the work for your vacation, take the actual 4 days off, and then come back super hot. That's what I would do, by the way. Like, if you actually want to take some time off, take some time off. And there can be like non-negotiables. Maybe you just like do 30 minutes of like checking with your clients to make sure that nobody set themselves on fire. But like 30 minutes a day, you're done. Here's what I will say is I just spoke to Kenny about this. So Kenny Dussault came to the last Elite Matcher Mastermind. And as a result of him blowing up his content, working with us, now he is working with fighters, like UFC fighters. And also one of his clients is like contending to be in the UFC. So he's a fighter, he trains fighters, and now he's like attracting UFC style talent. So he's on his way to Toronto to watch his fighters compete. And he's on the plane and he messaged me. It's his birthday today too. So happy birthday, Kenny. He messaged me, we were talking, and he was like, bro, he's like, because I booked this vacation, because I booked this trip, he's like, I made the decision that I'm going to make more money than the trip costs before the trip is done. And so like for you, Simone, it's like, we like the purpose of us making money is to spend money on ourselves. That like, I want to fucking live my life. Okay. I don't want to just make money, put money in the bank, and then just like have that be it. Like, I think that you are the most important project in your business, period. And so you investing in a vacation for yourself is non-negotiable, because when you level up, you feel better. When you feel better, you're going to deliver more value to your clients. Plus, when you go on this vacation and you actually fucking enjoy it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is why I've been fighting so hard for the last 2 fucking years, screaming affirmations like I'm a fucking winner. Like, this is like, these are the fruits of my labor. So number 1, go fucking enjoy it. Okay. And number 2, it's like, whatever the trip costs, make the decision that you're going to make that at when is the trip?
Next Sunday.
Okay, sweet. So you've got a week. Make the money that you spent on the trip in the next week, and you can 100% do that. Just decide, like, I'm making this fucking money back stat. You already started because you got it paid in full today.
Yeah.
So just make that in the next week and then take the fucking time off. Just relax.
Okay.
That's the benefit of being online. You guys can literally make as much money as you want to make. And we all know this, and I know you know this, Simone, because you changed your fucking mindset and then you changed your life. As soon as you just flip a switch, you're like, I'm going to fucking make more money. Fuck that. Right? As soon as you flip a switch, it's done. So flip the switch, go make the money that you invested in the trip. And then when you go on the trip, take some time off.
Okay. But would you still say to spend like an hour or so in the morning to still send out DMs and
Here's what I would do is that if you actually want to be on a vacation is I would post a piece of content, I would check in with my clients, and then I'd leave my phone on.
okay.
If you actually want to be on vacation.
Yeah. Okay. I can do that.
Fist bump. You're a winner. Good shit.
Thank you.
Exactly. You fucking deserve it. Chris K. Kelowna last year was the first time I've ever been in a plane. I was 13. LOL. Haven't gone on a vacation since I was literally 18. That's fucking crazy. I love that. Online coaching, baby, gives you the freedom. What's up, Coach Mel?
Hey guys, how are you?
You know, best fucking day of our whole goddamn existence.
Glad to hear that. Haven't heard that in a long time. So, you saying online coaching, best thing you could do, just kind of leads into I don't really have a question. I just wanted to share some gratitude because, I came straight from Vegas last week to go take care of my mom who was diagnosed with breast cancer, but
Mm.
prognosis is really good. She had surgery and she's doing great. So, I think about a year ago when my dad wasn't doing well and I had to take time off of work and they, gave me a really hard time taking time off to go help my mom and be with my dad and how difficult that was to try to make the decision. Do I, say fuck it and leave, don't care about work and go, or, I need my job. But now to have that flexibility, and it kind of leads into what Simone said too, I've traveled more in the last 6 months than I have in the last 6 years.
Mm.
And every time I challenge myself, like Kenny and I talked about this in Vegas. Every time I book a trip, I challenge myself to have it paid off before I go. And each time I have,
Yeah.
and, honestly, I was in a 6-figure job for 20 years, a career in IT. And even though I didn't take that home, now I'm making more money than I did in the 20 years. I'm traveling. I have all this freedom. I can be with my family. And I just appreciate you guys so much because I would not be in this position if it weren't for you guys, and being able to just be there, like fully present with my mom was such a gift.
Mm. Thank you for sharing that. That's really
Yeah,
fucking
I
cool.
appreciate you guys.
That is well received. That is super fucking cool. And so fucking cool that you got to spend time with your mom. How's she doing?
Yeah, she's doing really great. Thanks.
Good.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really fucking great too. Thanks.
Good answer. I like it. It makes me fucking happy. Guys, just for context, so Mel's making 6 figures, traveling the world, full-time online coach, absolutely crushing it. Mel literally comes to everything we fucking do.
Yep.
She came to Elite Mastermind in December. As soon as we dropped WealthCon tickets, she fucking bought a WealthCon ticket, came to WealthCon, hung out with us at the penthouse. When we dropped these Elite Mastermind tickets, she actually apologized to me and Cole because she couldn't make it. And we're like, you're good.
Right. And it's no wonder that you even brought up Kenny's name when you started talking as well, Mel, because he does the same thing. Like success leaves clues. When you guys surround yourself with like-minded individuals on a daily basis, you see results like those like-minded individuals, no matter what. It's inevitable.
Yeah. And the Elite Mansion Mastermind was just a fucking game changer for me. I knew everyone there, but never really, I didn't meet everyone. A few of them I had met, but just being surrounded by them, feeding off of them, creating fun promo videos with them.
We need to
and,
show that fucking video. I'm going to post that today.
Yeah, we got to
and
post that for the team to see.
and just learning how they do things. And then, being in Vegas, that's not even a PT Dom event, but the number of PT Dom people were there and the things that I learned just being with those people. And I did apologize. If I could have gone to the Elite Mastermind again, I would. My mom's having radiation at that time, so I wanted to be available for her. I didn't want to travel out of the country, but I don't know if there's tickets left. But guys, if you haven't bought a ticket and there are tickets left, you'd be crazy not to. But again, I don't want to take other people's time. I appreciate you guys so much.
We love you. We're proud of you.
Love you too.
I wanted to fist bump, but I feel like that was inappropriate based on our fucking conversation. It was like my automatic reaction. Guys, I want to fucking say something really quick. It's really cool. All right. So as you guys can see, who here first came into PT Domination that heard about like Don Lamb? Raise your hand. Like the stories of the echoes of Don Lamb in the fucking community. And then Janelle Wheel, you heard the echoes of Janelle Wheel, right? Like there's like a new fucking tide rising. There's like new students that are the superstars. Like sure, everybody knows who the fuck Mel is. You know what I'm saying? People are fucking figure out really fast who Kenny is, right? So it's like there's a new fucking tide rising. My question for you is like, when are you going to make the decision that you're the next motherfucker? When are you going to make the decision that you're the next motherfucker? When are you going to make the decision that you're the next person that's going to be the superstar? It's going to be fucking you. I fucking love it. Brady, what up?
What's up? So I have like it's a pretty contextual question just to me. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know if it's going to help a ton of people, but so I'm an Orange Theory coach full time still. And we have a transformation challenge that starts on the 22nd. So the way it works is that the fitness is all provided for them. They get weekly emails from a nutrition stuff, but I was wondering, and I've had a few members reach out about just getting nutrition from me. So I was wondering what you guys thought about doing that, yes or no, because I know they're paying for only like half
Yes.
of my services.
Yes.
And then what the pricing potentially would be. I charge $900 for 16 weeks or $250 a month. So I don't know if you would just cut it in half or if it would be like a little bit more than half. I don't know what, I mean, obviously, I don't know.
So the answer is absolutely the fuck yes. That's brilliant. So if you're working at a facility, you guys, and the facility doesn't offer nutrition coaching and you can offer nutrition coaching as an add-on when people are asking about it, 100% yes. That's my fucking answer. If your cost is $250 a month, I would not make it half, Brady, because we both know that, and arguably the nutrition is probably more important than the training, right? Training is important, but nutrition is more important, especially knowing what macros to change and what people's macros adjustment should be, and like checking in with their progress. Like, that takes an eye, and you took 10 years to learn that. So you should charge for that. I wouldn't do half. I would do like, when I used to run online coaching and I was at the point where you are, Brady, where I was charging $250 a month, and my training and nutrition was $250 a month, and my nutrition only was $175 a month.
Yeah.
It was $175 a month. So if you did a paid in full option for, what's your 16-week paid in full right now?
900.
Yeah. So if you did paid in full nutrition for 16 weeks, it could be like, $650 or something like that.
Yeah. And then one other question, just so the challenge itself is only 8 weeks. Would you still sell it as 16 weeks for them? Or do you think I should make something that's just like, hey, this is just for the 8-week challenge that they're already signing up for?
I would only do it for the 8 weeks. I would only do it for the 8 weeks. The reason I would only do it for the 8 weeks is because that's what the challenge is. And so there'd be sales resistance if you sold 16, where they're like, why is it 16 when it's only 8? And then I would make a mental note for you to check in with, like, over deliver to these fucking people and make sure that they feel your presence. And like, your goal, Brady, is for them to get more value from your online shit than they got from the Orange Theory training. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And then I would say at the 4-week mark, I would check in with the progress, see how they're doing. And then again, at the 6-week mark, I'd be like, now that the challenge is coming to an end, like, this is the start of your fitness journey. So like, what are your next goals? And then I would sell them on my 16-week training and nutrition package. And that should be an easy sell because it's $175 for nutrition and it's only an extra $75 to do both. It should be a super, super easy sell.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Joseph, what up?
Before we go to Joseph, I just wanted to say, Simone, I know you're still in here. If you click that link in the chat box, that is the 10 before 10 a.m. morning routine that I created specifically because me and Brian were traveling. I made that because we went to Bali and we were so far ahead that I needed to be able to calculate my time properly. So by doing that, not only was I able to make $20,000 in cash in Bali while we were there, I was able to keep my clients happy, my business moving, schedule phone calls, do live streams in PT Dom when we first started PT Dom, and enjoy Bali when we were down there. Like, me and Julia filmed 5 vlogs. We went scuba diving, fucking did all this crazy shit while still making fucking bank. And it was because of that routine that I wanted to share you guys with. All right, go check it out. Took me a fucking billion years to find that fucking episode. It was forever.
Joseph, what's up, King?
What's going on? Just want to say congratulations to everybody who's sharing all those wins. It's super inspiring. And I'm looking forward to being in that position because that's why I'm also here. I definitely want to just share that, also some gratitude to both of you guys. Thank you guys for all the inspiration and just being a role model. Definitely appreciate you guys for that. It's definitely shifted my mindset into a different way of thinking. I do still have some battles that I want some advice on where I find myself still I'm doing work and I'm working hard, but sometimes I find that, and I hear you guys say it all the time, where it's you don't need to do more things, you just need to do more of the right things. And I find that I work better off of time frames. So I can procrastinate really hard and then I'll get something done that took me a week that I did in 4 hours. And I just want to know if you guys have any advice or insight on how to overcome that, I guess, that lack in self-confidence or that inability to get it done when I know I should. Just looking for any insight.
Go to the first goal.
So I need a little bit of clarity. Sorry, Joseph. I want to make sure that we answer this properly. Is it because you are struggling with time management? Is it because you are struggling with confidence? Is it because you're struggling with self-worth? Like, what's the actual thing that we would like to hone in on today?
Probably self-confidence.
Self-confidence. Okay. So write this down. All right. Self-worth is instilled by the work you do. Does that make sense? So the
Yeah.
reason why I bring this up is because most individuals end up dealing with confidence issues due to the fact that they are not doing the things they need to every single day. All right. Everybody also write this down because I feel like this actually might help. I would share the video with you but I know I don't have it posted yet. Confidence is a skill, not a characteristic. Everybody understand that and write that down. Confidence is a skill, not a characteristic. You have to build it. All right. Yes, kids seem confident when they are young, but that's not confidence. That's just fucking them. They don't even understand what that word is. All right. It is a skill that needs to be built. All right. And when I say built, I mean built brick by brick. The reason why I'm so confident in myself, regardless of how much doubt and everything else seeps into my mind, just like Brian, because we're human beings, is because everything I set up going to do, everything I say I'm going to do gets fucking done, period. Regardless of how I feel, no matter what. Brian, can you let me share my screen for a second?
Yep.
I want to show this to you guys. And I just want to show you this because it'll give you a little bit of insight into how busy my week is, Joseph. And it'll also give you insight into no matter what, me getting shit done. This is what my week looks like right now because we're going to Miami on Thursday. All the green is the flights into Miami. Everything else is either meetings, dentist appointments, Cairo, spending time with the baby, doing content, boxing, and more. Obviously, we're on PODCHATS right now. I'm going to post chiropractic appointment masterclass later tonight and more, etc. The reason why I bring this up and the reason I wanted to dissect it to you is because I've been exhausted this week. I'm talking about by the time I hit 8 p.m. to like 8:45, I'm like falling asleep while standing up. But I'm still up at 3 a.m. I'm still doing the regular things that I need to do. And that's why I'm so confident in self. All right. Julia actually pulled me aside. And I didn't even tell you about this, Brian. But Brian and myself are currently looking at the next stage of our business. And whenever we look towards the next stage, we always feel a little bit overwhelmed. And there's always a little bit of adversity that we need to face. It's normal. All right. It's normal. It happens. Julia just laughed when me and Brian were on the phone the other day. So when me and Brian got off the phone, I'm like, what's going on? I was like, why'd you laugh? She's like, I think it's funny how you and Brian get so stressed out because I just never doubt you guys because you've done everything you've ever said for the last 8 years. Every single fucking thing, regardless of how we feel, we show up. Right now, you're dealing with, and I'm projecting that you're dealing with a lack of confidence and doubt because we've had conversations about this before. You've heard me fucking snap on this call before because we don't do the things we say we're going to do. You pick up wake up time, you got to wake the fuck up during that time. You say you're going to do something, you need to do it. Procrastination should make you disgusted. Like you need to get obsessed with being the best. You need to get obsessed with doing what the fuck you say you're going to do. So I think it's not self-confidence and it's more of respect and integrity to the thing that you want. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, just for like the most part, I feel like I do the things that I say that I'm gonna do, but sometimes I just feel like I drag it out longer than it has to. And when I do that, it's like, well, could have gotten this done so much sooner, right? And then I don't know, I guess it's just that was helpful. I don't really want to ramble, but that was helpful.
I'm gonna add one more thing because I'm gonna share my calendar because Cole's doing it. So we're fucking sharing time. Sharing is caring. Mine's the same shit, you guys. This like empty space is very, 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 very rare. Sometimes I do that so I don't fucking explode my head. But even with the empty space, I'm still posting on social media. So this is my calendar plus my social media posting calendar. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is there is a lot of things that I don't want to do on this fucking calendar. That's the truth. Like, you know, I'll be honest, I fucking love bed. All right. Bed is my favorite. I fucking like 8 hours of sleep for me is a fucking vibe, especially now that I'm in growing season. I'm like smashing food, training hard. My body needs to sleep. So just for this podcast, Joseph, I was laying on my fucking couch and I was sending you guys videos because I posted the wrong times for PODCHATS. Very sorry about that, by the way. That was my bad. But I was laying on the couch and I was like, I don't want to fucking do anything. So here's what I did is like, I got up, I fucking got dressed, I fucking showered, I like did my hair, I like made myself feel good because when you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you play good. And then I started executing. So number one is I think that like just getting yourself into a place where you're doing a fucking little freshen up, blasting some music and being like, let's fucking go. I also will tell you guys something else that I've been doing recently, and this might make you laugh, but I don't give a fuck. Because I'm driving around my Lambo and I literally scream at the top of my lungs, demand success. I will literally drive around fucking screaming that for myself. because just like you guys, I experience limitations, I experience self-doubt, I experience fear, but I absolutely refuse to allow that to be my reality. And so when I'm in one of those states, I make the decision to shift. I'm like, I will shift this fucking state. So I go for a drive, I blast some fucking music, and I like demand success in myself. I demand myself to play at a higher level. We weren't born and designed to fucking do the shit that we're doing. We were
No.
born and designed to like find a mate, procreate, make some babies, make enough money to like get by. Like human beings weren't designed for like expansive growth, right? That's something we have to challenge ourselves to do, which is why your mind is like, Joseph, you don't need to fucking post right now. Like, we're doing good, bro. We're doing good. Your mind will play tricks on you. But like, I do not subscribe to that reality. And I've made the decision that I'm going to be fucking phenomenal. And so for me to be fucking phenomenal, like that's the decision that I made, number one. And number two, I actually believe that. And so Joseph, like if you actually believe that you will hit, what are you at for income right now?
I'm at 1,200 recurring.
Okay, so if you actually believe that you will get to $5,000 per month, then you will no longer procrastinate.
Yep.
But you have to actually believe it. Like I fucking believe that this is going to happen. Because when you believe it and you're laying there, you're like, I believe that I will make 5K a month. I'm sure as fuck not going to do it laying on this fucking couch. So let's get the fuck up and let's get to work. It's just a different mindset, right? So it's like, yes, it's like, it comes from like self-confidence comes from doing the shit that you say that you're going to do. And also underneath that, you also need to actually believe that the things that you're going to do are going to lead you to the destination that you want to get to.
Agreed.
Like I know for a fact I'm on the way, because if you keep showing up, like Cole said, you keep putting in the work every single day, you never fucking miss. Eventually you're going to get to a place where you're like, I'm doing a lot of fucking shit right now and I'm producing a lot of high quality shit. Like I deserve success. Not only do I demand success, but I deserve it. Like I'm putting in the fucking work. It's my time now. And that's when a different energy comes out. Like, that's when a different fucking version of you comes out. You start playing at a new level when you start not only demanding success, but deserving success. That's a different ball game. You feel me?
Yeah, 100%. And that's where my gratitude came from at the beginning. Like, definitely has shifted my mindset into that. I do the affirmations, I say that shit out loud, and I believe it. I got sticky notes everywhere, right? Like, I'm doing these things to help me stay focused. And yeah, I just need to believe in it more rather than just like say it, right? Like, believe in it 100%.
Next time you're sitting there procrastinating, I want you to ask yourself a very simple question. Is the action that I'm taking right now going to get me closer to my goals? The answer is no. Change the fucking action. I also just want to let you know that I feel the same feelings that you do.
We all do.
I just don't subscribe to them.
Every day.
Feel me?
Understood. Appreciate it.
Bet.
I'm going to share that too, because I feel like it's powerful. And I've said it a couple times in my story, but maybe you guys didn't see it. I'm not joking. Every day for the last like 3.5 months, I've woken up in panic thinking my life was going to leave. Not my life breathing on this planet. I mean, the life that I've created. It's like the walk between my bed and the kitchen before I get downstairs to do my morning routine in the morning at 3 a.m. to 3:15. It's like an overwhelming amount of doubt. And then as soon as I get out of earshot of Julia, I'm like, nah, shut up, homie. Don't give a fuck. Get your goddamn shoes on and let's go. And then by the time 8 a.m. hits, I've worked that fucking bitch into the ground. He's dead. Because I did 2 hours of boxing, the training, the mindset shit, the cold shit. Like I work against the self-limiting beliefs in my mind every single fucking day. And I will not allow those thoughts to drown out the fucking path that we're heading down. Good.
Katie, what's up?
Hey, thank you so much. This is the first time coming on here. I'm always working. So I joined the academy at the end of August last year, and I went from 18 clients. I'm now about to hit 60.
Holy fuck.
So I'm very busy. I run a gym as well. I run group classes. I do PT. So I'm working a lot. My question is, I want to bring someone on to help me to whether just help me check in with clients, make sure I'm serving them 100%. Do I just bring them in to help check in? How do I even offload some clients to them? Or when I get more clients in, do I give them the option of going with this other coach as well? Or what do you recommend to cope with the workload? But yeah, I'm kind of hitting my max at the moment.
Yep. So I'm gonna give you the answer you're looking for, and then I'll also let you know that it's like it goes deeper than this, and I won't be able to explain it all in the next 60 seconds, but I'll do my best. You're at a ceiling right now because the ceiling that you're at means that you are at capacity, and the only way to grow beyond capacity is to get more capacity. Like you need to get more bandwidth, and so the hires that you need to make in your business need to give you time back. And so there's 3 hires that you should make to get you to the next level. community manager, trainer, shadow coach, and a virtual assistant to help you generate your leads. So those are the 3 hires that you need to make. This is something that we do cover in the mastermind. So if you're interested in the mastermind, we should have a conversation. I'm still going to give you the answer that you're looking for, though. There's also 2 different types of coaches that you can hire to help you with your business. One of them buys you your time back and they help you with your client load, and that's called an assistant or a shadow coach. The other is a subcontracted coach that gets their own clients. This actually doesn't buy you your time back because you have to train them. You basically like quote unquote business mentor them and help them get their own clients in their own roster. And you can give them some of your clients and take a percentage of it. I personally am not a huge fan of the model. I did it for a while with Aesthetic Nation, and it was very time consuming and not a lot of ROI. So I wouldn't recommend it. What I would recommend doing is hiring people to buy your time back. So that'd be community manager, shadow coach, and virtual assistant. Those would be the next 3 hires that I made.
And how do you structure, like, do you just pay them kind of like by the hour, or like how does that work? Like if you're just getting the coach to assist your clients, check-ins, that kind of thing.
So that, like the structure and the actual delivery of it, that would be a mastermind question.
Okay.
But I will say, like, I'll give you a basic answer. I don't want to give too much in the academy and then the academy go to hire a bunch of assistant coaches and then we're dealing with fires. There's a base pay that starts at $1,000 a month. I'll say that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just don't want to give the answer to the academy and then everybody in the academy starts hiring assistant coaches and then we have to put out fires. So that's why I'm not even going to go into it.
And then pause for a second, because some people might hear that and they're like, what do you mean put out fires? Like, why would you have to put out fires? And it's because a lot of you guys don't understand that you shouldn't be fucking hiring a VA unless you actually know how to run a business. It sounds like Katie does. Okay. Like there's levels to this shit. And even though we love you guys, a lot of you guys want to hire out so you don't have to do work, when in reality, hiring out only makes you have to work even fucking harder. And it's just how it is with employees, et cetera. And you probably understand that, Katie, because you have a fucking gym. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone can write this down because this is a good concept for everyone, including you, Katie. The ideal time to hire is when you're at capacity. That's because then when you bring people on, there's work to give them. Whereas like if you're not at capacity, like in terms, and that's the same thing with like your leads, you guys. If you're not at capacity with your lead flow, hiring a VA is not going to fucking help that. If you're not at capacity with your client load, hiring an assistant coach is not going to help with that. And so the ideal time to hire is when you're at capacity, which is why like now is a good time for you to hire, Katie.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Very welcome. Congratulations on all your success. You're a fucking rock star. I'm super proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you. I just want to say too, I've been listening to a lot of your content audits. In the first 3 seconds, I'm getting better at the hooks, and I'm getting like people coming in saying, oh, all your content's just hitting perfect timing, exactly what I'm saying. So it's paying off. So thank you.
Yeah, let's fucking go. I like that.
Makes me so happy. Makes me so happy because Katie, have you been on content audits yet?
No.
I needed you to say that out loud. I needed you to say that out loud so people could hear that. But the reason why I needed you to say that out loud so people could hear that is because there's a bunch of you guys that don't watch the replay or show up to content audits with your fucking cameras off, like you guys are right now in PODCHATS, and you don't ask questions. And then you're like, well, I didn't get my content audited, so I didn't get value, and I just can't blow up. When Katie just fucking listens, and bam, there we go.
Yeah, I watch all the replays. Just watch them all and implement, and it works.
Fucking
you're the best. Fucking come to more of our calls, please. That's great.
My day.
That's awesome. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Keith, what up? I thought he was passed out. It's like, is he fucking sleeping right now?
No, I'm in the middle of a training session. My bad.
You're good, G. How can I serve you?
So big question. I'll try to make it put 2 together. Is I do need help on the content odds for sure, because I still watch the replay, but it's just like trying to find the way to articulate myself through those hooks, pain points, all that kind of good stuff. But besides the point, I have an issue where I used to be a group fitness instructor back in Illinois for another training coach, and he owned the business and I was under him. And obviously I still have connections to that gym. I'm still friends with all those people on Facebook and whatnot. And I've been getting a lot of questions from those people who still train with him doing group fitness classes. And so I know, like, ethically and morally myself, I've already had a conversation in damn near a sales call with one client that he has he still possesses. But how do I go about the conversation with them? Because I told them integrally, I cannot take you away from another coach because I wouldn't want that to happen to me, you know? Mm-hmm. And so she is gung-ho about wanting to train with me because of all the results I've been posting and seeing the proof that I've been posting and stuff. But when is it, and should I like act on this? Because I mean, we had a conversation on the phone where she has like 20 or 30 different people she works with that she wants to send over to the gym she's currently at, but they're charging an arm and a leg for their services, just for the group fitness classes.
Cool, go ahead.
I've got a lot of opinions about this. This is let's preference this first. Are you homies with the people that are running the classes, or are you acquaintances with them? Because that's a drastic fucking difference. If just knowing someone versus being homies, sit down, have dinners, hang out every day.
Well, at this point, I would more see myself as an acquaintance with them, because the last time I was there, which was 2+ years ago, some shit like that, I don't know, I lost count, is the fact that they questioned my integrity about poaching clients prior to this encounter now.
Right. So this is the thing.
Yeah.
The fact that you said you haven't spoken to them in 2+ years tells me they're a fucking stranger, homie. That's not even
No. I've talked to him.
Yeah.
I've talked to him. Few birthday wishes here and there, whatever. Talked to his wife. Like, she's the one that's still training her. But yeah, they questioned my integrity once before, and I got a phone call at 9 p.m. at night. He screamed in my ear saying, "What the fuck are you doing trying to take clients away from me and the business I built?"
So this is the thing, right? And the reason I wanted to ask that question first is because understand that anything to do with any individuals that are coaching under another person is going to bring you smoke. Just how it is.
For sure.
Just how it is. You need to ask yourself, am I willing to deal with that smoke if I go down this path? If you are, then you need to then ask yourself a sub question. Am I doing this person a disservice by not helping them just because I'm scared of this other individual's opinion? I'm going to tell you right now, any person in any other program comes to us and they're another business coaching program, I'm convincing them to leave that other fucking coach and come to us because we're the golden standard, period.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm not going to feel bad at all. And even though I got mad love for a lot of the coaches out there in the quote unquote business coaching industry, dog, we the golden standard for a fucking reason. And if someone leaves your program to come to us, that's not my problem. It's yours because you didn't do your job.
Right. And that's kind of like the more realization I came to, is because the other trainer is only doing training sessions with them, like in-person training sessions, where I offer accountability, training, and nutrition
100%
all around. And like I said, she's seen all the stuff that I posted up and whatnot. And my thing is, like, I'm not just going to sweep her up. I told her, when you get done with your sessions, you get done with your group fitness classes, then come talk to me. But as of right now, I'm not gonna take that away from them.
Yeah, here's where I'll jump in. So somebody comes to me and they're like, "Yo, B, I want to work at the academy." And we figure out, they're like, "I'm actually in another mentorship program right now." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, obviously you're in another program. Why are you talking to me?" That's the first question. Why are you talking to me? If you're in another mentorship program, why are you talking to me? Like, have you had a conversation with your mentor? And then I'll gauge the response. So if somebody's like, did everything the mentor told me to do, I've been in the program for 90 days, haven't gotten any support. Every time I email them, I get shit service, whatever the fuck it is. Then I'm like, okay, cool. Let's have a conversation. If they're like, I haven't talked to the mentor yet, I should, but I just haven't. I'll be like, okay, cool. Go have a conversation with your mentor, have that talk. And then, like, based on that talk, me and you have a conversation, but I'm not going to just steal you from another mentor because, again, I'm the same as you. I don't want that. So that's how I operate. Like, if somebody's getting treated like shit in the other program, I have no fucking problem scoping them because I know for a fact we're going to change their life. But if somebody's like, this is the thing, this is the truth. If somebody's struggling in another mentorship program and they come to my inbox and they haven't talked to their mentor, I know they're going to be a shitty client for me too. That's not the mentor's problem. That's fucking theirs. And as soon as, like, 2 months down the line, they're going to be bitching to some other fucking mentor about my program because they weren't doing the fucking work. That being said, with your specific situation, how long has it been since you worked there?
It'll be about a year and a half.
Okay,
since
so
I moved out to AZ.
Bro, so it's been a fucking year and a half. So you're just going to say no to every client that fucking comes to you because you're posting on your social media? Like, are you going to their social media and fucking like liking all of their fucking likes and you just like following all their followers? Are you doing that?
No.
Exactly.
I go the old school way and make my own path because they weren't the ones.
Content, people are coming to you. And so what I would do is I'd have a fucking message that I have like drafted up for anybody that messages me from that ecosystem. And that message would say something along the lines of like, hey, thanks so much for messaging me. I know that you're working with blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to check in and like make sure like you've had a chat with them because I don't want to poach anybody from anybody. And like, I want to make sure that I'm staying integrity with my coaching business. So like, how's your coaching going with them? That's the first fucking question I would ask.
Yeah.
And if you get a phone call 9 o'clock at night and fucking yelling and screaming at you, you can be like, oh, actually, homie, the first thing I fucking say to these people is this. And she insisted on working with me. She's been in my inbox for 4 weeks. And I'm not going to say no just because she's not getting the service she wants from you. This is a fucking message proving to you that literally the first thing I said to her was like, how are you doing with your other coach? You feel me?
For sure.
Cool.
I'm gonna make that happen. I already had like basically a sales call with her for like 30 or 45 minutes, and she's already sold. She already wants to hop on my program. It's just a matter of when. But I know me, not necessarily overthinking, but just clarity for myself. When is it? Can I do this? And what's the time frame? And is this ethically right?
Yeah,
But if they're not doing their job, I'm gonna do my fucking job because I got bills to pay too.
that's right. And then you don't work for them anymore. So stop fucking acting like you do.
Exactly.
All right, I appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Read fucking read Vlad's comment right there in the chat box.
Where? Which one?
I took $80,000 in clients from Crunch Fitness. Get that money.
That's
Listen, yo, just fucking do your shit, dog. All right, help these people. They're coming to you. You didn't poach them. It's not how it is. It's not like you in the gym with a fucking sign saying, fuck this place, come sign up with me.
If you're going to their followers and following everyone that they follow and liking all their content, that's a fucking different conversation. Then you poaching. You're
Yes.
posting on social media.
Yeah.
Too bad.
That's all. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm not doing any other bullshit.
Good. Then you know for a fact you're staying in integrity. Act like it. And if you do get that message, you can fucking show them what's up.
Exactly.
Big bet. Big
Sweet.
bet. I appreciate you guys.
Got you, bro. Somebody just commented on my Instagram live saying, I don't know why I'm getting such vibes. Because we're fucking vibing over here, dog.
Because we're fucking vibing, bro.
What's up?
All right.
What's up, Ashner?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing good. So I'm on my second month. On my first month, my only paid in full was like 500 for 3. But this month, I got like my first 750, which was pretty cool. So my question is, I have like organization right now. Like I'm trying to get that down. And I also like, I want to get accounting, even though I'm not like, I feel like I don't need it yet, but I think eventually I will need like some sort of accounting app. But what do you recommend to handle all like the disorganization issue? I get shit done, but it's all messy and I don't like it because sometimes I freeze and I feel like that takes time away because I'm like indecisive about where to go first and where to delegate my time.
Create a calendar. Fucking stick to it.
What app is that?
This is Google Calendar.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have Gmail?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have Gmail, it'll connect to your phone, right? And so I put everything. What time I wake up, what time I go to the gym, what time I check in with my fucking coach. Matt, you guys like that? Make myself sexy for the day. That's part of my day every day. I got training with my VAs. I got my Monday momentum call with you guys, leadership meet. Everything's in my fucking calendar. Everything. You got to fucking calendar it out and stick to it. Write this down. Create a calendar, stick to it. What should go on my calendar as a new online coach? I'm so glad you asked. Number one, every single day you should be studying content in the CLA because the more that you study, the more money you're going to make. So that has to be a daily ritual. Whether you make time for calls or you make time for videos, whatever the fuck you decide, it's up to you. You should do the units, actually. Fuck that. Do the units. Number two, posting content every single day. Why? Because the more that you post, the more eyeballs you're going to get. The more eyeballs you get, the more conversations you can start. Number three, sending DMs every single day. Messaging people that are in your audience, interacting with your content, fucking with your vibe. Number four, trying to turn those DMs into phone calls. And number five, every single day, I would also be network expanding and like going out there and like maybe adding a few friends every day, following a few people on Instagram, commenting on people's social media so that they see your profile and they come check you out. And the last thing I'd schedule every day would be coaching with your clients, whether that be like 30 minutes where you're checking in with your clients, checking their trainer eyes, making sure they're doing their workouts, checking your Facebook community, etc. That's it.
Awesome. And can I ask one more question or are you going to get to the next part?
As long as it's less than 20 seconds.
Less than 20 seconds. Okay. When I'm following people every day and I'm looking at which Instagram page to follow them from, what's like the pages that is guys I want to get rid, but also higher ticket people?
That is a question that you're going to have to figure out on your own because I am not your dad and that's your business.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Go do some research. That's part of your fucking market research. Write that down. Market research. That goes in your fucking calendar too. I'll see you soon, bro. Congratulations on your 750 paid in full. I like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's up, Sammy?
Oh, how's it going?
Oh, you know.
I'll get right to it. So I had a little bit of a combo with Cole in the DMs yesterday, actually, kind of like spilled all my guts out to him about my mindset barriers I feel like I'm having. And I can break it down into kind of like 3 different sections. And I don't need to explain kind of the 3 sections. What I've figured out is like the biggest block right now for me is that I am forcing like absolutely everything. I'm forcing my content. I'm forcing my conversations, my consult calls. Like I am putting a lot of pressure on myself to get the goals that I want to see. And I just feel like nothing's coming across like naturally or like authentically right now. And I don't know how to stop it. I don't know if that sounds like silly or stupid, but I just want to figure out like how to chill the fuck out and like not in the sense of like I need time to relax, because that's not what I'm saying. It's just like in my business, like how do you not put so much pressure on yourself to like hit a certain number, hit a certain target, and make it come across like more naturally and authentically? Because I feel like I had that at the beginning, and then once I hit 10K, it feels like everything changed for me. And that's when I started putting like a ton of pressure on myself to just replicate it every single month. So for example, this month, my goal was actually just to get my reoccurring up so that I didn't have to focus on like paid in fulls all the time. So I'm doing that, which is great. Like that's a win. But I just like, I don't know. I don't know how to like relax when it comes to just like my business and not putting so much pressure on myself to like hit certain targets. Does that make sense?
Cole, you want to go first?
Yeah, first and foremost, you need to disconnect from the money and understand that your worth isn't a dollar sign. And this is one of the reasons why I always bring this up to you guys, and where I'm like, how many of you guys have heard me say on a podcast or something before that when someone tells me they're going to be the next Don Lamb, I actually laugh out loud? Every single time I hear that shit, I'm like, okay, bud, sounds good. Or I hear like, I'm going to be the next Janelle. And I'm like, all right, sounds good. Because that just tells me everything I need to know about where you're currently at mentally in your business. Because you're not thinking about what you want. You're thinking about chasing somebody else and a number on a screen. Because you're associating with money because that's the value that you see instead of the value that you see in the mirror. We need to disassociate with the number and come at it from a different perspective. Because the reason why you're stressed out about 10K is because you hit it. Now, if you feel like you drop below it, then your worth isn't there. All right. Or you've hit it and you feel like if you drop below it, then you're not the coach that you know you can be. When in reality, we just need to hold our standards. All right. Our standards, our rituals, and the shit that we're leaning towards to achieve the quote unquote vision in the first place. Make sense?
Yes.
We end up forcing things when we don't have clarity. Guys, understand that. Write that down. You force shit when you have a lack of clarity. A lot of you guys have a lack of clarity into why you are doing this. Why did you become a coach? Why do you want to serve? Why are you getting this going? And you cannot just say, I want to help people. That makes no sense. It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't drive you. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't make anybody else connect with you. There's got to be something there. All right. This is why I always say the coaches that do the fucking best, and I'm talking about the best in the industry, are people that are usually shredded. Now, why? Not because the physique sells, but because fitness saved their fucking life somehow. And they now embody it every single second with every single breath every day. They are a walking embodiment of a fitness transformation. And they just give back the life that they created for themselves to their audience. So it doesn't come forced in their content. It doesn't come weird when they explain it. Because they're like, this is what I do. Like, I'm not trying to put on a fucking facade. I'm just telling you the exact same thing that's helped me get here. Does that make sense, Sammy?
Yeah, it does. I feel like I get frustrated when things don't work. So then I force it even more. And what that's doing is like putting that out into the universe. Obviously, I'm not going to like get what I'm looking for back because I'm forcing it. So the frustration and the forcing, it just like is this, feels like this like spiral or never ending cycle that I've been going through for 2 months. It's not like it's been that long, but it's just getting frustrating. And I feel like I'm struggling just like pull myself out. But what you said about clarity, that makes like so much sense to me. So that's like the work I have to do, obviously. But yes, it's all making sense.
You need a breakthrough. That's what you need. You're just stuck.
Yeah.
You're just stuck right now. You need a breakthrough in your mindset, breakthrough in your vision, breakthrough in your clarity, breakthrough in your content. You just need a breakthrough. You just feel frustrated because you're stuck. You're stuck and you're not sure what to do next. And the way, like, write this down. What got me here won't get me there. What got me here won't get me there. What got you to this level is not going to be what gets you to the next level. You can't keep doing the same shit. You got to change it up. You got to change it up in a big way. You got to fucking do something different, change your environment, get around your fucking people, get around your like other online coaches that want to fucking succeed. You need a breakthrough. There was one more thing I wanted to say, and then it just lost my fucking brain. Masculine energy. Forcing is masculine. And I think you have a hard time letting your feminine energy just fucking, ooh, let's have some fun in our business, because you're afraid that if you do that, you're going to lose all the success that you've earned.
Yep. That's pretty much exactly it. Hit the nail on the head for sure.
So I think you need to take a deep breath, and it's time to seek out some inspiration. Sammy needs a breakthrough. That's what you need.
Mm-hmm. So what do I do?
What do you do? Well, I'm going to give you a bunch of things. Number one, you could fly to go see another online coach that you fucking vibe with, that you connect with. Number two, you can come to my master mastermind. It's going to be fucking sick. Number three, you can change your environment drastically and go on like a week-long vacation to Bali or something. You need to change it up. You need to fucking, you need to like, if I feel frustrated and stuck, things get changed drastically. I'm like, Cursed, booked a trip to fucking Bali for 4 weeks. We're going. Like, Cole just spent $25,000 on Dan Martell to hang out with him for a day. He's like, what? And I'm like, see you later.
Yep.
Like, I change it drastically. If I feel stuck, I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
Change it up. Because doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, is the definition of insanity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how do you recommend then, Brian, like switching it up? Obviously that sounds wonderful, and like challenging myself, putting myself in like an uncomfortable situation, like the mastermind would be awesome. But then this like forceful situation that comes from like the stressors of like money, let's say, how do you like let that go and then spend the money to invest in yourself? Like, I know that is like what I need to do, and it sounds awesome, but then it's like, how do I overcome that barrier of like, I'm already stressed about like making a certain dollar amount. How do I like spend? Because the mastermind, $3,500, that's 5K Canadian. Like, I'm from Calgary, so like that's just a lot of money to like drop. And I know that it's worth it, but I'm like, how do you overcome that?
This is going to be a very difficult conversation, and you might cry. So get ready. I'm going to say one word, and it's called surrender. You need to surrender. Stop trying to fight shit, dude. You're fighting. You're like fighting everything. You surrender. Sammy, do you believe in yourself?
See that? I don't know.
I'm going to ask you again. Do you believe in yourself?
No.
See, that's important. Can I give you some belief?
Okay.
You don't get to 10K by being a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Like, you've done it once, you'll do it again. This life that you created isn't going to evaporate into thin air. It's not. You did this, Sammy. You did this. It's not going to disappear. You need to surrender and accept that. Like, surrender to the fact that like there's powers at work far beyond your fucking comprehension that are working for your advantage, that are working out for you. Powers that you cannot even begin to fathom. And you're trying to control your fucking universe with your limited mind. Like, I need to make this work right now, and this has to be the way it works.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no idea how the fuck I'm going to make shit happen half the time I do it. I just I'm like, this
90%. 90% of the time that we do.
90%. That's true. He's true. He's not wrong. I'm like, this is fucking happening, and I don't know how it's going to happen, but I believe in myself enough to give it a shot.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, Sammy, sometimes I don't believe in myself. So I need to borrow belief from other people, like a Dan Martell or a Cole, sometimes even Cursed. I don't know if I told you guys this, but at the virtual event, who here came to the virtual summit? Raise your hand. Virtual summit. The day of, Sammy, this was Sunday morning of the virtual summit. I literally had a full-on mental breakdown to the point where like I looked at Kirsten, I was like, I can't do it today. Like, I literally can't. I was like, I cannot fucking handle the pressure that I'm under right now. I was like, I can't show up. And she like looked at me. She's like, yes, you can. You're Brian Mark. That's what you do. You show up. So sometimes when we don't believe in ourselves, we just need to borrow belief from other people. And I'm just going to let you know, Sammy, like, I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Thanks.
You need to surrender and stop fighting, because your success is inevitable.
Thank you. I don't even want to say, I'm like obviously crying now. And I never thought that this would actually happen to me, like crying on the PODCHATS. I was like, I can hold it together pretty good, but I can't. So thank you for everything. I appreciate it. I've got lots of thinking to do for sure. So I just want to say thank you. Appreciate it.
It just happened. You're just let your feminine energy out there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels good.
Yeah.
Apologize for it. Embrace it.
Okay. Thanks.
I appreciate you. All right. Mr. fucking Salas, last and not least. What's up, brother?
First of all, let's fucking go, Sammy. You got this shit. Second of all, I don't really have a question. I just wanted to share a win. These past 3 months have been really hyper-focused, just doing everything, getting results, and paying down debt. I got a good month on December. And instead of paying that, I pay the academy in full because we're fucking in it to win it in this bitch. And another thing, I just came back from my first vacation while running this business. It was 10 days in Brazil. It was a fitness certification with 16 other trainers, all in a villa and a beach, and fucking awesome. And it really made me think like, wow, this is the fucking life that I could be living. Next trip is 30 days. Fuck this 10-day shit. And I just came back ready to fucking go. I came back late yesterday, was up at 5, 3 hours of PODCHATS in my ears while I was working out, and I'm just fucking ready. DMs are sent already. I'm just fucking ready to go.
Bro, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. You guys feel that? That's the vibe. Somebody on my live stream asked, why are you vibing? That's why I'm fucking vibing.
Fucking vibing, baby. Let's go.
Community vibe. How's the content going since me and you chatted last?
It's been going good. I found the thing that fucking hits, and it always starts. It's a kettlebell specific exercise, and it's like pretty much stop squatting like a fucking loser. Stop deadlifting the kettlebell like a fucking loser. And it fucking hits every fucking time. So I found one that's gonna hit every week. I need to find 4 like those that, you know, for the rest of the week. But trial and error. I need to show up to content audits for sure.
Oh, boy. That
Yes,
makes me
sir.
happy as fuck. Me and you had a conversation about 3 months ago about changing everything in your fucking
Yep.
to make you the kettlebell king. I fucking like that. That makes me happy as fuck.
Yeah. I'm 3 months sober as well. I'm going all fucking in. I signed up for the academy for my birthday. I decided the next 12 months I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna do anything. Just straight raw dog life and fucking get to the shit that I want.
I fucking like it, bro. Dude,
Appreciate you guys.
Got you, G.
That was some good shit. I like ending the podcast with that. That's fucking fire.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's some fucking energy and some goddamn vibes right there at the end. It makes me very happy.
Yeah. Sammy, thank you for sharing on the podcast.
Yes.
You're vulnerable of you, and you're a rock star. We like you. And for everybody else that shared today, thank you so much. Haas, you fucking stud. I see you. Raymond, what's up? Devon, Chris K, what's up? You guys always showing up. Bray, hello. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Cole, where do they find you, G?
Wake Up with the Wolf podcast or Cole Lewis de Silva and everything.
Lit. And you guys can find me at the Change Lives Make Money on the Trend podcast, which you're already listening to, or YouTube, Brian Mark. Have the best day ever, guys. We appreciate you. And we'll talk to you guys in the next fucking episode. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.